Hi. So I appeared again. It's Emmett with SE Power Consulting and the What's Up Solar podcast here at Solar Farm Summit 2025 in Chicago at McCormick Center. So I'm hanging out and I'm going to pop the card right up here for you so you can see it. Now, what do you do?
Well, our foundation was started about 2018, and we gift solar panels to nonprofits and schools in the state of Wisconsin. We've been doing that since 2017, 2018.
Now, you work with MREA as well.
We work with MREA, Renew Wisconsin, pretty much all of the solar entities in Wisconsin. We've been doing our work primarily in the state of Wisconsin.
Now, this guy's related to Chuck Norris. You want to know how I know? Because he cut his arm off and it grew back overnight.
Here we go.
He's resilient. He's an inventor. He's a man's man. They named beers after this guy. No, but on a serious note, you know, you were talking about some of the solar canopies that you make and the things that you invent. Like I said, he's a man's man. He's a 21st century. So how did that come about?
Well, we started the foundation in 2018, and we had sold our company. We had basically donated 60% of the stock to our foundation. I was 62 at the time, and I knew that we needed help in solar, so we made that move. After we got started, our original thought was that solar would be, maybe the governments would be more reasonable and we would get a little bit of help. And then it kind of turned the other way where it went the opposite direction I thought it was going to go. So at that point, we decided that, hey, we're going to need to generate funds. And so we actually developed this, which is an outdoor, it's a marriage between a timber frame pavilion and a solar canopy. And that little aluminum array there, that uses bifacial panels. So what we did, I've always had the idea of clear-cut differentiated value. That's what I wanted to provide in business, and that's what this was. So we have one of these up at Custer at the MREA site. We've got them in Iowa. We've got them all across Wisconsin.
You know, the first time I seen something like that with the bifacial modules, I was doing a training in Hawaii.
Okay.
And this is back in 2013.
Okay.
When there was just like, what in the world is that? And now it's becoming standard with bifacial modules, especially like in Alaska. That's all they can really use is bifacial modules because of the albedo that they get.
Yes.
But you also do some other things. You were telling me about working with South Bend.
Crossroads.
Okay, well, Crossroads Solar is a manufacturer in the U.S. of solar panels. Not a whole lot of them do them. What was interesting about this is the man who started it wanted to help people that were being released from prison, until his whole factory is all of these people that were previously not able to be hired, and they do a great job and they manufacture solar panels in South Bend, Indiana.
Called Made in America 101. So who's your perfect customer?
Well, our customer for our foundation is pretty much nonprofits, schools, community centers, food pantry, people in the nonprofit sector.
Yeah.
So schools, of course, are nonprofits, but not the traditional one.
Okay. All right, Elise. I asked you this before, but I'm going to ask you again. What do you do here?
So in a nonprofit sense, I am the board president of the Couillard Solar Foundation, but for my job, I work in solar and ecology consulting. So I help primarily conservation organizations site and design and think about if they're bringing new infrastructure in, how to incorporate renewable energy and energy efficiency.
So I hear this word ecology. Do you play that song by Marvin Gaye a lot?
I don't.
Do you know he made a song called Ecology?
I don't. I'm sorry.
You've heard it.
I probably have heard it.
I'm going to play it for you after. So
you can end this podcast. You can.
No, I can't because I'm not.
Maybe you could sing it for us.
Because then I have to pay royalties. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. What brought you to the Solar Farm Summit?
I've been going since it started. I love this community, and I am working on a couple of projects that are incorporating agrivoltaics. I meet with and kind of discuss concerns with a lot of land conservancies in Wisconsin, and so they're used to preserving farmland or just land use in general. This is one way to really start a positive conversation versus one that meets a little bit of pushback. So it's the industry that I work in and around, so I have to understand this is another option for those that are using land in Wisconsin.
It's Couillard, right?
Couillard.
Well, it's French, so it'd be Couillard. If you wanted to do it correctly.
Well, you know, they conquered like northern Canada. We kicked them out of here. So we, you know, I'm from Detroit.
And the
so we
Canadians
just
are
kicked the
not happy with the United States right now.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate you. This is Emmett at Solar Firm Summit 2025. Remember, we always think to the future. So if you can't make it this year, try to make it next year so you can understand agrivoltaics and how it affects your life and community. Remember, you can find me at the WUSP Solar Podcast. That's WATTS Solar Podcast. Until next time.